my channel. So today I wanted to talk about the show that's streaming on Apple TV. It's called Bad Sisters, and I will call it a dark family comedy. And it's fairly new, and the only reason why I say it's a hidden gem is because I don't see a lot of people talking about it. And when I discovered Bad Sisters, there were already 5 episodes out, and I thought I was gonna be able to binge the whole thing. So when I finished the 5th episode, I wanted to keep it going, and I kept clicking on the 6th episode, and I was like, and then I saw coming this Friday, and I was like, oh dang, this is gonna be like every Friday a new episode. But the good news is there will be 10 episodes. So there's still 4 episodes left because I watched the 6th one yesterday. So Bad Sisters, it's a murder mystery with some black humor. And Sharon Horgan, I think I'm saying her name right, she plays one of the sisters, Eva. She actually wrote the show, and which is awesome. She's such a witty writer, and she's also one of the executive producers in it. The story is about 5 Irish sisters who hate one of the sisters' husband, Grace's husband, John Paul, who they call JP. And they decide that they have to kill him because he's an awful person, like a horrible human being. He's an abusive and manipulated husband to Grace, just a big time asshole to not only the sisters, but to other people in the community. Like, some things that this man do makes me cringe and scream at the TV. Like the blackmail that he does to Ursula, one of the sisters. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was just like next level jerkiness. And also something that he tells Eva in front of everybody about her not being able to have kids. The first episode is actually called The Prick, and it's so suitable because the sisters constantly refer to him as the prick. But they keep failing at their many attempts to kill him. And this is not a spoiler. You know from episode 1 that he does die. There's actually a funny scene on episode 1 where Grace is standing over his coffin, and you know, his dead body has a heart on, like an erection. And I was thinking, wait, I thought for a man to have an erection, he needed blood flow to go down to the penis. So I decided to Google schmoogle. And this actually happens. So it's called a death erection or an angel lust. Angel lust, not angel lust, or terminal erection. It's a post-mortem erection. Take a shot for every time I say erection. It's a post-mortem erection observed in the corpses of men who have been executed, particularly by hanging. So I wonder if that erection that we see, I mean, it's covered up, but I wonder if that's like a little hidden clue from the show's creators that, you know, it said he had to be executed. The dynamic and chemistry between the sisters, it's so good. Like, they fight like sisters, but they also protect each other like sisters. I loved the casting here. Each actress gives such strong performances. By the way, if you're wondering where their parents are, someone says like mid-series that they lost both of their parents in a car accident, and since then Eva took the matriarch role in the family. Most of the show, it's us trying to figure out who killed him, and of course the more obvious guess is that it was the sisters. But which one of them? Was it all of them? And did they even go through with it? Because JP is a horrible person to other people too. So anyone could have done it. And now that I'm thinking about it, Grace and JP have this neighbor, really nice, that he's always knocking on their door, offering oysters and clams and asking if he's going to take the boat out, and he helps Grace with her front yard. But JP is such an asshole to him. He's always so rude to this neighbor, always slamming the door on his face. Then now that I'm thinking, maybe something flipped on the neighbor, that he's like, I'm not taking this anymore, like this man needs to die. So maybe at the end of the show we find out that it wasn't even the sisters who killed him. And we see the story through different timelines. There's this little graphic that keeps going back and forth from present to 6 months prior to JP's death. And throughout the 6 months, we see the sisters basically trying to convince us, the audience, and each other that JP deserves to die and he would not be missed. Each episode, we get a background on one of the sisters and their connection to JP and how he treats them. And at one point, we start to realize that, yeah, they do have a reason to kill this man. We witness all the times that he was being racist, misogynist, gaslighting, controlling, and controlling not only to Grace, his wife, but also to his daughter. Yes, they have a daughter, unfortunately. And because he has a daughter, that makes the sisters be more conflicted about going through with their plan because, you know, at the end of the day, this girl will lose her father. Props to the actor that's playing JP because every time he's on screen, I just want to punch him in the face. You know, there are characters that you love to hate, but him, I just hate him. And I also found myself getting mad at Grace because, I mean, he's like emotionally and physically abusive to her and she decides to stay. And I understand that most women that stay in an abusive relationship is because they're either financially dependent on a man or they don't have the friends and family support to leave him. But Grace, I kept looking at her as like, why are you with him? You're not even having sex. Are you like financially dependent on him? Are you staying because of your daughter? Because she has 4 sisters that any one of them would happily take her in if she decided to leave JP, but she doesn't. The sisters fail many times on their attempt to murder John Paul because they wanted to make it seem like it was natural causes or an accident. And along the way, we follow 2 insurance agents. They're trying to prove fraud in JP's life insurance and they're on to the sisters, so they start to investigate them. They're basically trying not to do this big payout to Grace because if they do, they go bankrupt. One of the agents, it's played by the wonderfully, offensively handsome Daryl McCormack. I was first introduced to him on the movie that's streaming now on Hulu. It's Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. And it's with him and Emma Thompson. She hires him. He's a sex worker. She hires him to come over and meet at this hotel. And the whole movie, it's them having this, you know, deep conversations, and they don't even have sex. I mean, they do at the end. I saw him on screen and I was like, who is this man? He's so dreamy. He's got beautiful green eyes. He's got this beautiful chocolatey skin. And that smile. Ooh, another thing that's beautiful to look at in the show, it's the landscape. There's some great shots of Ireland's green and natural beauty. And finally, you know what this show reminded me as I was watching? I saw the Shania Twain documentary on Netflix and I forgot how many songs I know of hers. I went on Spotify, made a playlist of, you know, a bunch of her songs, and then once in a while a Dixie Chicks song, well now they're called the Chicks, but once in a while a song from the Dixie Chicks will pop up. And one of them was Goodbye Earl. In the music video, it's so funny. And the lyrics of the song, I don't know how well we do today in this, you know, politically correct society that we live on, but it's basically about a woman that's being abused by her husband and she tries to leave. He beats her up so bad that she ends up in the yard, and then her friend, it's Wanda and Marianne. I think Wanda's the one being abused, but Marianne flies out, and then there's the line that says like, and they both decided that Earl had to die. At one point, it's a man so abusive to a woman that killing him becomes self-defense. I am loving the series. I highly recommend. Like I said, there's a new episode every Friday, and if you want to binge, there's 6 episodes out right now. It's on Apple TV. Are you interested in watching Bad Sisters? Did I sell it for you? Let me know in the comments down below. I love to hear your thoughts, and if you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the little bell notification button so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you next time.